Hi students, in this new video we're gonna go one more step ahead in terms of quadratic functions. Okay, so I'm gonna write the title again, which is quadratic functions, and we're gonna talk about um, how to find the y-intercept. This is another step in order to find get more familiar with quadratic functions. So let's talk about what y-intercept is. You're gonna go on your best friend website, desmos.com. I'm gonna graph a simple dimple function. Two simple dimple quadratic function I meant. 2x squared plus 3x plus my favorite number 7. Okay, let's see what's happening. This is a quadratic function. How do you know that? Because this makes a complete sense on a previous video that we watched. See, this is a look at the general formula here. Y is equal ax squared plus bx plus c. And look at this here. Y is by itself. We have the equal sign and 2x squared plus 3x plus 7. So it's really important that right after you see this equation, you will realize this is a quadratic function. The q would be that second exponent. The exponent 2 on the variable, it should remind you of, oops, this is a quadratic function. Okay. The goal would be eventually in next couple weeks you would be able to graph a quadratic function perfectly. But step by step I show you how to find the points and trace those points, and eventually you will have a beautiful quadratic functions. Today we're going to talk about how to find a y-intercept. We're going to talk about this part, y-intercept. Okay, first let's look at this function that our best friend Desmos graphed for us. Okay, this vertical line here is the y-axis, right? And the y-intercept is the point that this red line intersect with the y-axis, which in this case is 7. Could you see that clearly? They cross 7. We call this point y-intercept. Okay, but without graphing, how are we gonna find out what y-intercept is? How we would notice that? Let's look at the equation. We have 2x squared plus 3x plus 7, and we have a point 0 and 7 as a y-intercept. This 7 and that 7 might be the same. I don't know. Let's have another example. Give me a couple numbers. Let's see. Y equal what? Okay, no problem. Minus 2x squared. Sure. I like negative number. Oh, minus again? Of course. Minus 5x plus, oops, 10. Okay. Let's see. Now let's see these two functions right here. I messed it up. Okay, there you go. Let's see. So the red line, see the red parabola is this one, which it passes through 7. Okay, and this purple line is passing from 10. Check it out, the y-intercept is 10, right? Don't believe me, just watch. There you go. Perfect. So any quadratic equation that you write, the value of c, look at the formula, the value of c, that's by itself, it shows you the y-intercept. Is that simple? Good. So anytime you see the c, that would be the y-intercept. Easy enough. You can graph them on Desmos and you would see 0 and 7. Right here you have 0 and 7, which is a y-intercept. See the line cross the vertical line. That point is 7. And right up here, the purple one cross that y-axis. So far so good. I show you another method. Okay, I'm going to show you another method in a moment in order to figure it out. Okay, let's write the equation right here again. I'm going to use one of those equations and show you the arbitrary way, okay, abstract way in order to find a y-intercept. Maybe some people like the abstract way, so let's do that. We're going to use a beautiful black color, and y is equal, I already forgot what equation, 2x squared plus 3x plus 7. Okay, awesome. There you go. Okay, so we are looking for what y-intercept is. Okay, let's take a look again at this y-intercept. So anytime we want to find a y-intercept, what is obvious about the y-intercept? X component is 0. Check it out, 0 and 10, 0 and 7, right? The first one is the x component, the second one is a y component, right? Okay, so anytime we want to find the y-intercept, we have to write 0 instead of x. I'm gonna write it here, okay? Anytime in your life you want to find the y-intercept, you have to write 0 instead of x. Oops. I strongly recommend you to write this part. Pause the video right now and write this on your inspiration cheat sheet. Okay? Right now. And you can show me that by the end of the class, and it would have a huge impact on your participation grade if I see that you're actively updating your inspiration cheat sheet. This is really important. Let's read it together again. Anytime in your life, okay? You don't have to write it in your life, of course. You want to find the y-intercept, you have to write 0 instead of x. Okay, let's do that here. So I'm gonna write y equal, instead of x squared, I'm gonna write 0, right? Let's use blue. Instead of x, I'm gonna write 0. And instead of this x, I'm gonna write 0 as well. Now I'm gonna evaluate it. Okay, let's evaluate it. 2 times 0 is 0. Duh. 3 times 0 is 0 again. Oops. And the only term we ended up with is 7. So 0 and 0 are neutral. We don't have to write them down. So y is equal 7. That's such a beautiful 7. Awesome. See, this 7 is the same number that we find here, right? There you go. Y-intercept right there, 0. Okay, there you go. Beautiful. Good. One more thing, which is, it's a highlight. It's a super duper highlight of this part. It has to be in this format. It has to be in a general format in order that you have this eligibility to say that, oh, the constant, the c, the number by itself is the y-intercept. You have to make sure that y is equal blah blah plus blah blah plus c. Okay, if I messed up this format, I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but oh yeah, it still works, right? It's still show me something, right? But this computer, this software is super smart, that is gonna solve this equation, put this equation in terms of general formula right now is not. See, right after y we have negative, right? And you could solve it, put it in this format. It coded, is programmed like this. To solve this, put it in this format, now find the y-intercept in order to graph it. Okay, so you forgot how to write it as a general formula? No worries. You're gonna come back, watch a previous video again, or look at your previous assignments, right? So on your Google Doc, some of the problem exactly look like this, exactly look like the general formula, like this one here. If it does not look like that, if it's right after y is not an equal sign, what you do, you have to make sure that the equation that is given is, you're going to write it in a general formula, and after that you're going to find the y-intercept. Okay, good luck guys. See you in the next beautiful and amazing video.